That when it is idle, there are no overheads. No overheads as in जब tasks सारे खत्म हो जाते हैं or when the activities are critical and dependent on each other, sometimes what happens when the slack or the delay of the project is introduced, at that time your tower crane is idle, but in that case it is not having any kind of overheads. Like it is not going to consume electricity, it's not going to consume power at that time. It just the operator, that is a crane operator, can just get rid or escape out of your tower crane and keep rest of the things in position. At that time no extra charge is going to incur on the project, that is no overheads will be done. It's not going to consume any of the resource on site. So that's how it is going to give you optimum utilization of resources. Like optimum matlab maximum and most efficient utilization. Okay, of resources will be done. मतलब जितना आपने साइट पे ऑर्डर करके रखा है for the material installed for the crane, उतना ही आपकी यूज में आएगा, and you are supposed to pay for that only if you have hired or rented it. Okay, rest it's not going to consume any of the resources apart from that. So we also have to have a look at the disadvantages. cumbersome मतलब इतने भारी भरकम पार्ट्स जो है इसके, इसको एक एंड से लेके दूसरे एंड तक लेके जाना थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन हम मैनुअली नहीं कर सकते. ऑफ कोर्स वी रिक्वायर heavy equipment vehicles for that. Okay, wagons will be of course required for transporting these materials uh, or the parts of your tower crane. High initial cost for erection as well as dismantling. As I told you कि semi skilled labor जो है इसके अंदर involved है, तो उसको इसके installation और uninstallation के लिए, dismantling के लिए भी काफी ज्यादा cost incur होने की possibilities है. Skilled operators are of course required. Yes, for the elevations greater than 200 meters, of course skilled workers are required. Lesser than that, semi skilled may also do the work. If an defective session hampers the schedule, जैसे कि मैंने आपको कहा था स्टार्टिंग में कि अगर इसके छोटे मोटे कोई पार्ट्स होते हैं या फिर ट्रसेस के एजेस होते हैं, एंड्स होते हैं जो अनचैम्फर होके ये हो जाते हैं, लाइक वेल्डिंग उसकी निकल जाती है. सो ऑन स्पॉट यू कैन डू द वेल्डिंग एंड put it to use. But if it's there are major failures in any of the part that has to be used for installing the tower crane, then that is called as a defective part, and then those replacing that defective part with a new one, it becomes time consuming activity which is going to disturb the schedule of your construction project. Next thing is its maintenance is difficult just because steel is the most prominent material used for preparation or construction of your the construction material for your tower crane. So again, its maintenance becomes a bit difficult. Yes, it's susceptible to rusting, and various atmospheric conditions are continuously. It is coming in contact with your tower cranes, which is going to disrupt the things. Again, shocks, impact load is going to uh, disturb the arrangement of the trusses of your tower crane. So that is sometimes difficult. However, it is also creating safety problems in many cases. As I told you कि अगर बूम आपका ओवरलोड हो जाता है तो उसके वजह से पॉसिबिलिटी है कि वो फेल हो जाए और आपके साइड पे जो मिसहैप्स या एक्सीडेंट्स है होने की पॉसिबिलिटी है. सो दीज आर नॉट minor accidents, these are very major and risk causing in nature. Limited to projects with large areas. I told you the length and width of the project has to be quite large. It is not feasible to employ it on smaller construction sites. Okay, so these are few disadvantages. We'll just have a look at its statistical analytics analysis. So basically जब भी आपको concreting करने की जरूरत पड़ती है, अगर आप crane और lift में comparison करके देखो, so the same task is done within 10 hours by your tower crane. Again, number of labors required in case of lift, जैसा कि मैंने आपको कहा था, just imagine the scenario wherein tower cranes will not be available. What are you supposed to do in that case? तो तभी आपको लिफ्ट्स की यूज करनी पड़ेगी, मैनुअली यहाँ से वहाँ आपको ट्रांसपोर्टेशन करने की जरूरत पड़ेगी. So in those kind of scenarios, in those kind of cases, the number of labors required will be greater. Then again, The quantity of concrete is also greater for your tower crane and lesser in case of your lift. मतलब आप एक साथ 6 बैग यहाँ पे कैरी कर सकते हो, यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक बैग कैरी हो पाएगी. ओके. रीइंफोर्समेंट शिफ्टिंग विद इन द साइट, आपने देखा था डायफ्राम वॉल के अंदर रीइंफोर्समेंट हमने प्लेस करी थी विद द हेल्प ऑफ टावर क्रेन्स. So that is done within 1 to 1.5, 1.5 hour. Again, same thing is done over here in 8 to 10 hours. सोचिए, so how difficult it is. Then the disadvantage as we discussed, इसका erection and dismantling cost जो है वो थोड़ा सा नहीं काफी ज्यादा high होता है. So it's 1 lakh over here and up to 25,000 over here. So that is the thing. But then of course you're having many of the advantages also which could not be ignored. Half yearly maintenance cost is approximately 6 to 7 times greater than that of the lifts. But you can also see the wastage is minimized in case of your crane.